Okay, I'm back and I'm all set up for making recipe books. I mentioned in my last video that I was going to start working on some recipe books to show you, and I already had this much already done on my book. I got this paper on clearance from Stampin' Up, and it's, I forgot, Domestic Goddess or something like that, and it's very appropriate for doing these recipe books. So that's what I'm using on this. So I just wanted to show you how I have everything all set up. I have my pages, my pocket pages made, and I'm going to see if I can show you how to make these pocket pages during this video. I have my chipboard covered. Now for these, it has to be a specific size because of the pocket page, so I don't use old book covers. I use chipboard that I can cut to size and then cover with pretty paper. So those are the pages all set up and ready. I use manila folders, and I cut them for a tag for each page. I have 6 pages in each recipe book. And these cards are about 5 inches, I think. Yeah, 5 inches by about 8 inches. So I cut those and they're ready. And then I use my Stampin' Up! Tab punch to punch out tabs with the scraps of the manila folder, and I'll be using those on each of these. I also have this letter, I just tipped them all, mail sorter that has a variety of index cards and recipe cards. I bought most of these recipe cards at the craft store. Some of them were in Michael's Dollar Spot. And I don't know, I've gotten them. Every time I see pretty recipe cards, I grab them because I know I'll be using them in these. So I have my recipe card assortment. I also use plain white ones, and I have stamps that I can use to decorate them, and I have these large, you can get these in either white or colors, that I will use on some of the pages. I have a couple of old cookbooks that I got at the Salvation Army, so I'll use those to just as background on some of the pages. And I have some stickers that I'll use. And at my last shopping trip, I found these at Michael's, I think. They're 7 gypsies, and they're for recipes. They have different designs on them. So I thought these would be perfect. And then this was, I think at Hobby Lobby, some tags that have recipe cards on them. So I've never used these in my recipe books because these are new for me. And then I also have my 3-drawer unit that I have all set up with, trying to adjust my camera here, sorry about that. In the top drawer, I have little pieces, sorry. It's got a few stickers and just some little pieces that I can use for recipe books, maybe things cut out from scrapbooks or scrapbook paper. And then I have the From My Kitchen cartridge for the Cricut, and Suburbia cartridge, but has a lot of appropriate images too. So I have a bunch of things already cut and ready and glued. And then in this drawer are the larger items. On the From My Kitchen cartridge, you can cut out recipe cards with tabs in different sizes. So I have an assortment of sizes of those in there, and just some larger pieces. Recipe card cut from printed from the internet. This was also printed from the internet, and I backed it with some scrapbook paper. So those are the large pieces, and I'll just have these right next to my work area so I can pull out what I need. As far as the pocket pages, I'll see if I can do this around my tripod. Put this down again. You take your 12 by 12 double-sided paper and lay it so that if there is a directional pattern on it, this one has words, so I want the words to be facing the right way. You take your main design and put that on the bottom. And the words will have to be this is the right way up. This is the top of the paper. Take your scorer and score at 3 inches. Turn it just one turn, score at 6 inches. Turn it one turn and score at 2.5 only to the 6-inch score line. So just there. Then you cut on that line. Fold it in half. From there, take your scissors, and this is the fold of the paper. So just cut at an angle up to the score line. Fold this flap up and fold, turn it over and fold this flap up. Now you are going to glue this flap down, and you are going to glue this so that this fold stays where it is. Then I used the punch, my circle punch, and punch a thumb hole here. So then you'll have a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. And you make 6 of those. And I ended up with my words upside down anyway, so must be you have to have this being the top of the page. It's been a while since I made the pages, but that's not so bad on this one. On some of them, let's see, this one had a design when I folded the flap up, and the design is upside down, but I can cover that with any kind of a tag or decoration while I'm doing the pages. So basically, I think that's it. If you have any questions, and I can't give credit to who I saw that pocket page from, because I saw it on YouTube a long time ago, when I first started doing books, and that was about 2 years ago. So I don't know who I got that from. But when I saw her making a mini album with these pages, I thought that would just be perfect for recipes. So that's what I use it for. I even cut this from a Betty Crocker cake mix to use somewhere in the book. So I'll be back. Hopefully the next video will be with a completed recipe book.